friends, and welcome to yet another episode of Westhaven. I am DM Panda, and I am joined today by a somewhat reduced cast, but that is okay. Starting off the top, we're going to be with Charlene Mitchell.
Hello.
Then we got Mr. Drumjiggy JJ Harris.
What up?
And Frank Sternberg.
After all of my mistakes, I still have not listened to the recap.
That is totally okay, because I can do the recap if you would like.
Yes.
And that is fine. So, as you can tell, we have slightly less people. That is okay, because we're going to have an awesome day today, friends. Join us as we go into some magical shit. And I said I was going to do a recap, right?
Yep.
Yes, please.
So, first I have to remember. I know what happened.
First I have to
You
have to
just
remember
did the
where it
podcast.
started. I just have to remember where it started. You guys ended up there. Blizzard Brawl, name of the episode. So you guys were stopped on the road back to Frostkeep by a group of bounty hunters that were looking for Z. You guys tried to hide the illusion, but he was able to see through Meezius' clever disguise, and they trapped you in a surround sound system of death. But you prevailed and murdered them all in a very brutal way, because you killed them all, and then there was one fool that you spared for a moment, made him heal you, and then tied him to a tree trunk as a blizzard started. So that's a little fucked, guys.
Buy him later, but he was being too much of a dick. I'm sorry.
He was just doing his job. Whatever. Regardless.
So mean.
You're trying to make us feel bad. His job was to kill us. Like,
His job was to kill Z. But
That's-
whatever. I digress. The blizzard starts to pick up, and you guys make your way to Frostkeep. Luckily, you were very close to it. And you are greeted at the gigantic gates by Pete and... Oh, God, what is it? Pete and something with a P. I remember... What's another P name? Pat? Pete and Pat? I'm gonna go with
Peter?
Pat. I don't know.
Peter.
like they're your NPCs.
I know. I don't remember. It's P and P. All I remember is that they were called PP, and I couldn't not laugh at that.
Yep.
So PP, they got you, and they showed you around the town a little bit, pointed you to the big gates, and led you up to King Asden. As you guys entered into the gigantic castle that was Frostkeep. By the way, think of Helm's Deep, built into the mountain type shit, super awesome.
Sick.
You were greeted by King Asden as he saw you guys come in with a welcome, and your whole crew is now inside the main proper castle proper, and in front of you, you see a gigantic room stretched across, covered in marble. There is, as much as there's stone on the floor, instead of a rug where you normally find as a walkway, is polished marble, and on top of that is another pedestal where you see King Asden sitting as he welcomes you in. And I say we go for it, right?
Yes.
Welcome!
Well, hi there.
I trust that your journey was well.
Handle it?
Yeah,
I think I'll let you handle this. I don't deal with royalty well.
that's okay. You can stay in the back and play with your knives and such.
I'm okay with that.
Yes. King, the journey was good. A few bumps along the way, but we managed.
I'm glad. Hopefully not too much trouble. Did you guys run into anything?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest, but thanks to all my friends around me, we managed to stay safe.
Yes, you clearly prevailed. That is very grand. And Princess Alex is unharmed, I trust, right, dear?
Oh, absolutely.
She shakes her head. Yes, I'm fine. That is lovely. That is wonderful. Thank you so much, friends. I must ask, is there anything I can do for you now that you have successfully brought here? This is such a joyous occasion.
A bite to eat and a place to sleep would be nice.
Precisely what I was going to suggest.
Oh, that can easily be arranged without any worries. But I must ask, friends, have you run into anything having to do with Father?
Oh my, yes.
A few too many, if you ask me.
That's what we feared. Do you have any idea who might be working with him? I remember hearing from her father the other day that they were worried someone in the castle. So I'm trying to pray them. You guys have any idea?
I
Your mic
Sorry.
cut out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, love. You have to repeat
I'm
that.
sorry. I
There you
was
go.
speaking to the to the chancellor from Westhaven's the other day, and he said that they were worried someone inside the inner circle was a traitor. And I'm just wondering if you guys may know, or if you have any ideas who it might be.
We've had our guesses, but I don't think we know enough to pinpoint a certain person.
Nothing concrete.
Nothing concrete. Our little friend here has come in actual contact with Father.
The
Friend.
gnome.
Yes, if you see his right arm, you'll see exactly what I am talking about.
Yes, hold it up, please, sir. And Meezius raises his arm, and you see the sleeve fall away. And what was once a still shot of a tribal-ish scarring across his arm now seems to be writhing and twirling as a mass of darkness that kind of almost starts to exude from his arm itself.
Oof, it's gotten worse.
This is bizarre. Is that normal, friends?
This seems to be, I guess, spreading, for lack of a better term.
Oh, how did you get this young gnome? From a book by Father.
He has a proclivity of touching things when he shouldn't.
Yes.
You touched a cursed artifact of Father. He turns to his to a man sitting to his left, looked very covered in robes, very ornate. You would assume just by looking at him he's probably the court wizard, or at least the head arcana. And he talks to him in a hushed whisper for a quick moment before he turns back to you, saying, I thank you very much, friends, for bringing Princess Alex here, but I do believe that it would honestly be best if you left as soon as possible.
Left? No food? No time to sleep? What are you talking about? What?
It's just we'd rather not invite Father's presence into this castle if possible, and from what I can see on your gnome's arm, that might be exactly what we're doing right here. And
Understandable.
We can all agree that it would be best to keep Princess Alex safe, especially considering the wedding is only in a few months. We wouldn't want anything to happen.
I couldn't agree more. Alright, well, so be it.
As the conversation goes, the winds from outside and the blizzard that was happening earlier pick up and start battering against the windshields. Or not the windshields, the windows. It almost starts becoming a large vibrating concussive sound inside, and it starts becoming really hard to actually hear. But you're able to still get it across, but it's like you're being blown in the face with wind as Meezius' scarred arm starts to grow more and more violent, and the shadows stretch farther and farther.
Meezius, what's happening to your arm? That's never happened before.
I don't know. Meezius starts to raise up slightly. His feet leave the ground.
Okay, I'm sure this has never happened before.
I'm not doing that.
We should get to the princess.
King
We just
Asden's
leave. Oh,
King
okay.
Asden's calling out from the sides, having guards take the princess away from the room as it is. I think it's best if you leave.
I don't know if that's an option anymore.
Well, don't do whatever the fuck you're gonna do in here.
Fair enough.
Get him out of here. Let's get
He's
out of this building.
floating. How do you oppose we move him? Touch him? That seems to work very
push
badly
him.
for our party.
I can push him. It's fine.
Then do it fast.
Z grabs Meezius' foot, and she starts to lift off with him. Meezius'
no.
arm
Oh!
is now cascading darkness out like a fountain across the floor.
Jeez.
Saphira's wings get caught inside the darkness as she is pulled down, and Z and Meezius are no longer visible.
Oh my god!
The winds from outside are getting stronger and stronger, and several of the windows across the room now break and shatter inside as the winds enter the castle.
Oh my goodness, everyone stand firm. I don't know what's going to happen, but we need to be ready.
Hear
I think we
screams.
really have a way out of this.
Screams echo from across the entire room as guards, without any idea what to do, start to run in panic. King Asden is rushed away, and almost instantaneously a large, thunderous boom just shudders throughout the entirety of the castle wall. And everyone's vision goes entirely black.
Oh my god. Are y'all still there?
Yeah, I don't think we're going anywhere.
Oh, well, you better hold on to something or you will be. These winds are way too powerful for us.
As the winds buffet you, you can feel yourself almost floating and flying, and you feel the earth leave your feet. Or your feet leave the earth. I said that one better.
This is looking all too familiar.
As things start to clear, you look around and you three, by yourselves, being far enough away from the blast to not be consumed by darkness, but instead pulled into this other world of dark, blighted clouds swirling around. As your vision starts to clear and you look through the haze, you can see in the distance what seems to be a glowing orb.
Y'all, do you see that?
I do. It's quite hard to miss.
I'm gonna go to it.
Okay.
There might be a
looks-
way out. Are we in range? Can we know
Yeah.
where each other are?
I don't see
Yeah,
my
G3.
avatar.
Yeah, one second. I gotta move your stuff in real quick.
Alright. Alright.
Alright.
I'm so excited.
God damn. So, gigantic Rome!
Oh my god.
What map are we on?
Oh my god.
Realm of Alak'Thir.
Ah. They're in alphabetical order, and I cannot.
It says you're disconnected. Are you still connected?
I'm in, but I don't see the map.
Yeah, I don't see you.
Because I don't see
on...
you in this.
I see the map
Yeah.
fine.
No, I don't see.
I
don't
don't-
see
I didn't see you pick a character.
Anduin.
Anduin.
Alright, go ahead and just stream.
I did. I'm on Discord already. The second I saw you disconnect, I got
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. So you three appear flying. And for the duration of this entire moment, you can all assume that you are flying in the clouds. Across you see a sea of blighted clouds and swirling winds. These clouds look sick and, I don't want to use the word tainted, but tainted. You can see small crackles of lightning as they course through, but the lightning itself isn't like a vibrant blue, more of a sickly pale green. And again, out in the distance, quite far away, you see what seems to be an orb of lightning coursing.
I'm going to pull out some rope and kind of toss it to them. Just be like, everyone hold on so we don't get separated.
Yeah. I
As you-
finally grab hold, but I'm fixated on this light. Y'all be careful of this
Well,
light.
we don't even
It's
know
not anything like I saw.
I don't even know if we can properly move. We're floating. We can't really walk.
You have for this encounter and for everything happening here, assume that your walking speed is now flying speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going towards it.
Alright, so I guess we're all moving at the same time.
Okay.
I mean,
The closer you make your way, the stronger and heavier the winds become, trying to force and push you back.
all of us?
And the closer you get. So the closer and closer you get, the stronger it is. Eventually, if you get too close, I'm gonna make you make checks to keep going.
Yeah? You keep going.
Just give me a check.
Alright.
Strength.
Strength.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Strength is
Well, then you're
fine.
kind of leading us right now since you're in the front.
I mean,
She's the fighter. She probably
this
should
is
be the one.
Storm Cloud and I'm an Air Ganassi. I am so comfy right now.
Well, that's why you have a rope and we're just kind of flittering behind you.
What was the guidance is plus D4,
Plus
right?
1d4.
Yeah.
So 8.
You got an 8.
Plus 1, so 9?
You got a 9 total.
Yeah.
Alright, you try to push forward, but you're unable to make any progress. You're not going backwards,
Okay.
but you're not going forward anymore. It's almost like you've hit a wall with winds.
Okay.
Like, I don't really have a way to get past this.
I feel like we just have to keep trying. I can't think of much either.
Doesn't your whip cause concussive force? Maybe we can break up the wind.
It seems like this is using the same kind of magic as my wind capabilities.
Yeah, and if it's blowing against us, maybe cracking your whip will cause it to dissipate for a second, and we can move forward in that time frame.
All right. I crack my whip forward.
So as you crack your whip, and you hear the concussive blast ring out, a silent moment passes with just the wind hitting again. All of a sudden, the winds do start to pick up, and from where you can see the orb, the energy begins to start crackling and grow brighter and brighter, and swell into the sky. Eventually, it appears, and a large blue djinn is sitting there, swirling, staring at three people who have entered his domain. He looks at you, and you can see clear disgust written across his face. Who are you?
Who are you, sir? Why have you brought it? Why have you accumulated this cloud?
I'm Alak'Thir. And Alak'Thir, and I am here to fulfill Father's wishes.
Father.
Why are you in my realm?
Can I make a history or a religion check to see if I recognize the name?
Go ahead and give me whichever one's higher.
They're both a 4.
Give it to me. Do history then.
Nope. He appears to be blue.
The one thing you remember is that the Alak'Thir name is what you saw when you did identify magic on Sylph's javelin. Is that it belonged to the Alak'Thir Jinn.
Can I follow up with disadvantage? Like try the same check?
Yes.
Is anyone
Camera.
gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me that your
Alright,
knowledge of
that's a
Well,
14.
isn't your spear named something of Alak'Thir?
Both of Alak'Thir, yeah. You would
So
know it.
you would know.
I would know?
He
Yeah.
just
My
said
lower-
his name, so you would know what your weapon was called.
True. My lower one was 14.
14. All right. So Alak'Thir, again, you remember the confrontation in the cavern where the both of Alak'Thir was named, and you've heard passing stories. You don't know too much, but you do remember hearing of a very powerful air djinn that was not to be messed with.
If memory serves me correct, friends, this is a powerful, powerful man. We should do our best to not tick him off.
Alright, but
We don't really have a way out of here, and we have a tendency to piss off a lot of people.
This is true, which is why I say we walk on eggshells, I suppose.
hey, Alak'Thir!
Well,
Yeah.
there's one way to go about it.
Eggshells don't work.
I whip out my staff and I'm like, this looks familiar to you?
Shit.
Why the fuck do you possess my bolt?
You could tell me that. I remember you giving this to me.
Was that you? The fucking pissant.
Excuse me?
Yes, I remember now. It was a while ago, a few weeks, I think. You entered my realm. You looked scared, and then I blew you away. You were nothing. How does that work for you? How do you use my bolt?
Well, like any weapon, I suppose, except... Although I do
Tell
realize...
me, girl. Tell me. Do you know your father?
Well, I do know a certain aspect of this staff that makes me have...
That wasn't my question. What is your mother's name?
Norma.
Norma. Out in the Southlands.
That's right.
Feisty little beef cattle girl.
You seem to know a little bit more about me than I was expecting you actually to, Daddy.
So you're not stupid.
Mama no raise no stupid girl. No thanks
well,
to you.
It becomes a lot clearer as to why you're here.
You tell.
I was not.
I really would like to get out of here. You mean nothing to me.
I was able to tap into your little gnome friend's arm and unleash a little fountain of Father's darkness, as you saw.
That was you.
Yes, it was me. I am here to serve Father after all.
Ugh. You really would like to stoop to that level?
You know nothing of what power can be.
I know what it can be, but with what cost?
At no cost. There's nothing for me. I only benefit.
Do you have no soul?
I don't need one. I am magic. I am eternal.
You are an asshole.
Watch yourself, Bard. As of now, I am the only thing that will allow you to return, and even so, you will return to darkness. Your friends are dying as we speak, suffocating in complete blackness.
So, Sylph, I'm really bad at the holding my tongue thing. I'm on your go. He seems to have a thing for you. It's your call.
A thing.
I'll tell you this.
Sure, a thing.
I'll tell you this, Gutter Snipes. Well, honestly, I don't give a shit about the cleric or the bard, but you, thing. You at least better than the rabble that surrounds you. I give you an offer. Kill them now. I will help you, and you will serve Father, and you will become something greater than what you are.
I scoff at the thought that you think someone that you threw away will do anything you
Did
say.
I talk to you, cleric?
During the process of this, I'm going to let go of the rope and try to scoot my butt this direction.
I do not want to be interrupted by a lower being such as this. A fucking human?
Well, see, Daddy, this is where you and I are more polar opposite than you could ever assume. I could never do that. These are my true family, and I could never do that to them.
Don't throw your life away.
You already threw me away, so I'm making the best of my own life.
You really were just a wasted afternoon. The winds start to pick up.
Can I whip him now? Can I whip
I
him
need
now?
everyone to make 2 rolls, 1 for initiative and 1 for a strength saving throw.
I should
Why
have done
couldn't
it.
you let us get any fucking closer?
Oh, that's why I moved while we were talking.
Because life is supposed to be difficult.
Pray.
Alright.
I should have made you roll on that.
On me?
Yep.
For what?
When I called you an asshole, I should have done the vicious mockery.
Oh, you should have.
I thought about it. Well, no, I thought about it, but that would have immediately initiated combat.
It would have, but I mean, now
As
you'll have to make
I send messages, I'm like, can I please just let me do it?
Can I please?
Alright. So, Sylph, I have your 14. Is that your initiative or your strength save?
That's my initiative. My, my HP is currently 44. Here, I'll write down.
Oh, wow, yeah, you guys all got stronger.
Yeah.
Tell me your max HPs again.
38.
44.
Sorry, my initiative is a 17, my strength roll is a 5.
Your initiative is a 17, strength rolls a 5. Sick Nasty. Alright,
Hit
so one for
points.
17.
I think hit points are right at 28.
I actually got a 14 for both.
14 for both. Ooh.
The save and initiative.
Ooh. And what was your strength save, Love?
I don't think I did one yet.
Give me your strength save.
11 plus 1, so 12.
So 12. Okay. Then, Alak'Thir, as he was talking, swipes his hand across. And the winds that were buffeting you originally spin into a massive whirlwind. And anyone who rolled less than a 12, so Mr. Rome, you are now trapped in a whirlwind.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yes.
great.
Fuck, we're 2 people! We got 2 people! Alright, let's do this!
So how are these squares working? Because we're about the size of 2 of these.
Yeah.
You know the size of 2 of these? Yeah, the square is a little bit.
Yeah, we're so far away.
So every group of 4, every group of 4 is a 5 foot. If that makes sense.
30. Yeah, it does.
Group of 4.
Yeah. So like this is a 5. This is like a 5 foot circle right here.
Ah, okay.
It takes
Yeah,
like
right
that.
there.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
So you're caught up in your whirlwind. Any creature that enters the whirlwind succeeds saving throw. I can move it up to 60 feet as an action.
60 fucking feet.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I can move you around and throw you like a rag doll. And you can use your action to free yourself, but you have to make a DC 12 strength save. Or someone else can do the same thing. And then, Andrew, you're 38. Rome, what's your new health?
28.
28. That's going to help you guys a lot.
No, it's not. It was 6 more hit points.
Hey man, that's another scuff you can take.
That's a die, bro. That's a die. Alright. So, I haven't rolled for him yet. Let's see what he gets. Are you guys feeling confident or scared?
Considering everything
Whatever.
that I have is either you have to have a low
Whatever.
intelligence or hit points to freaking
Boom.
under. I'm not feeling good.
Well, Alak'Thir rolled 15.
Sylph is pissed. Sylph
So,
is pissed. But
It's going Rome, Alak'Thir, Sylph. Alright, so Rome, you are currently trapped in a whirlwind spinning at the mercy of Alak'Thir. What are you going to do about it?
I've got
You can be creative with
60. I think I don't know that.
I'm working on it.
30.
He's looking
So,
at shit.
I'm trying to count squares. They're throwing me off so bad.
I know. I don't know why the squares were so weird on this one. I did the same thing I normally do. I think I made it too big.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes.
Alright.
What you do?
So this is going to skip my normal. I'm going to Misty Step out of this stupid teleport
That is exactly what I anticipated.
to here. And I'm going to fling Cerberus in his direction.
Give me that roll, sir.
Please, for the love of God.
22.
Yeah.
22, that hits his fuck, bro.
He needs to make a DC 10 dex save, which he'll probably do pretty fine.
Dex save?
Yep. 4 plus 3.
No!
Nice.
Damn! Alright, what's the damage on that then?
8 total.
8 total, including the fire damage?
Yeah. It's not the greatest weapon, but it works.
It works. That was like a level 1 weapon that I gave you that you still use, so.
Yep.
Boom! Alright, is that your turn, sir?
30. I'm going to move over here as well. And that's my turn.
Alright, so. You misty step out of the whirlwind, able to get out without having to struggle too hard, and as you reappear to the side, you throw out Cerberus, slamming it into his chest, where it bursts into flame very quickly.
Audio.
You then continue to run to the side, and he scowls at you, but he pays you little mind. He seems to have eyes for his daughter. Alak'Thir's turn. He's gonna take a few steps forward. Boom. Take a few steps forward, and he is going to swing at Sylph standing in front of him.
bring it.
Hits. So that was a 17 to your armor class. And then he rolled really fucking well for a quick 14 up in there. Do you have any like damage immunities to lightning or thunder?
Like reaction?
No, do you have
Immunities.
immunity because you're an Air Ganassi?
Where would
You
I
do not.
see that? Oh, okay, I was gonna
You
say,
do
where would I
not.
even find that?
So you're gonna go ahead and take that full 14 damage, yo. And then he's gonna go ahead and fucking round 2 that shit.
No.
Oh, but he only got a 12 that time, so he doesn't get you. So he sprints forward, almost spinning and whirlwinding his way towards you. As he approaches, the blade flashes out and strikes across you. You're almost overcome with the electrical force that shocks you and leaves you stunned for just a quick second. And as he spins again, you're able to just barely dodge out of the way. Luckily missing that second strike. He stops spinning for a moment to just meet eyes. You will regret your choice. Sylph, it is your turn.
I surely will not. And with advantage, fighting spirit, I go to whip him.
Whip him rude. Give me an attack roll.
Real good. And I'm glad I did that because that was a 3. And that was
A what?
a 16 total.
16 hits.
Sweet. Alright, 1d plus 5. 1d4 plus 5.
Are you going to do your second attack?
I mean, oh, that's right, because
Level
I
5
leveled
now.
up. Thank
Yep.
you. I know you will not give that to me every time, but thank you.
I know.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Everybody
Just
gets
do-
one.
Everyone gets one. Just do your second DC 20 roll. Or your, I don't know, that was a weird way to say it. Where are my words today?
Where are your words today? So, what? Do another whip?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's a separate, right?
Yeah, it's a separate attack, but if you get a
Ooh,
plus
but that was a nat 20!
Oh boy!
Yes!
Alright, so go ahead, give me 2d4 plus 10,
Yep.
and then
Get Alec
another four-
dunks, bro.
So 2d4 plus 14. Okay, so wait. You have a 5 already? Just add 9 to that.
Add
you
9
got-
to that?
8
9?
plus 9 is 17.
Where'd you get the 9?
If you do another
That's
full
the
die
crit.
damage for critical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you did 17 damage total to Alak'Thir. Are you gonna push him anywhere?
I mean, sure. I'll just push him to the east.
Please. All right. So you.
I crack my. Actually, now that I think about no. So with my double attack, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack my whip on his right side to get him to like move over, and then right on the other side, perpendicular, parallel, sure. Right on this other side, and I whip him right back into place. He's got slices right at his mid-center.
So
He
quiet.
bounces back and forth quickly, but he seems not phased by your measly whips. That will do nothing to me. Fucking.
Oh, trust me. Give me a moment.
Anduin, your turn.
I raise my hand towards him and I say, you failed to see the gift that you created in front of you, so now you will not see, and I cast blindness. He has to make a a Constitution save of 15.
A Constitution save of 15. That's like the one thing
Nice.
he doesn't have a plus on.
Hey!
8! Oh, he got an 8!
Suck it, bitch!
Blind! So what? I didn't even think of that. I thought of hold person, and he's so against that. Fuck blindness. All right. So he's blind.
Yes, he is blinded.
Yes!
And then as my bonus action, I say, now this is how you properly care for someone you love, and I cast Sanctuary on Skull.
Yes!
All right.
I feel the love, Anduin.
Alak'Thir
We're gonna
blind.
kick this dirty daddy in the dick.
Yes! I look at him in the eyes and I point to him. Yes, we will! But he has no idea because he's blind.
Yeah.
Alak'Thir's blind. He's like, you think this will stop me?
Yeah, I'm sure
It'll
it'll hinder
slow
you.
down. That's all we need right now.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, thank
On
you,
to
Daddy.
Rome.
I appreciate it.
You're a sarcastic bitch.
And you're a narcissistic twat. You're
Boom.
nothing but a cloud.
Thank you.
Let's see here.
Mr. Ring in the corner.
Oh, I know.
I'm loving this.
He's blind. I don't have to think of anything creative. I have instant advantage no matter what I do.
This motherfucker can't see shit, bro. Sneaky dice all day.
Yep.
Yeah, he's blind as fuck.
So I'm gonna float my happy ass over this direction.
Float, 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 float.
Just dancing in the wind as I'm going. And I'm gonna stab the shit out of him with Anduin's Anguish and my rapier.
Let's go!
I'm assuming you're gonna burn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna burn both those.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Give me. Oh, and it's Constitution.
Oh, and it's sneak attack because he can't see.
Fucking George.
Double advantage! Double advantage!
Okay, this is about to get wrecked on. Oh, I'm really stoked. I made him really strong.
You're probably pretty good at that too. So, all right. So Anduin's Anguish to hit 25.
Oh my God. Yeah, that hits.
Rapier to hit 26.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah!
Alright, now it's time for a lot of math.
So I think it's 1d4 for your dagger, plus a d6 for your sneak,
Yep.
and then it's
So
4d10 for the charges. Oh no, I have to save on that. I have to con save on that.
Yep, so DC 15 saving throw.
Oh my God, that was a 2. That was a 10. Fucking garbage.
Alright, so rapier hits.
4, just for the one fucking knife. And then plus whatever the fuck your thing is.
Yep.
Which is stupid.
There's so much math. This is the only problem with the bard is it's like 5 pages of shit I gotta jump back and forth to and add.
Skill and this skill and this skill, and that adds that to this, and this adds that to that.
Remind me to never be a bard.
Right.
Oh, it's so fun. That. Blinded by the mice.
So there's we'll do base damage weapons right now.
Base damage weapons already starting off.
So
It's gonna be
this is for Anduin's. So 5. There's the sneak attack damage.
so 8 from Anduin's base.
6. That's the rapier.
From the base.
10, 11.
Here.
3, 4, 6, 8. 2d10 for the poison.
So 11 for that.
And then where was the that was it, wasn't it?
It's another 2d10 for the
For inflict wounds.
inflict wounds. No wait, it's inflict wounds. That's 3d10,
That's
isn't
3. Yeah, that's 3.
Yeah, 3d10 the croc.
it? Damn. What the fuck
So
is that?
math
I'm still rolling
3.
13.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
That's fantastic. Alright. You felt that one a little bit, guys.
That's 35 total.
Oh, I did math. Oh god, I'm falling. I found it. That's it. So, he felt
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, 35, I would hope
Felt that a
so.
little bit. Yeah, that hurt him a lot. You sink your blade deep into his back, and he screams out as you see the black tendrils course through his veins. He starts to shake and thrash about wildly, but he can't see where you're coming from, so there's nothing he's able to do about it. But it is now his turn. And I need Sylph and I need Anduin to make a Constitution save of 17.
Damn, that's a lot.
Wow, yeah, it is. Shit.
Oof. Damn, I got a 16. That sucks.
Damn!
That's even worse than like getting a 5. Like,
What is it? And what is it?
Is that your saving? You rolled a... Oh yeah, you only get +2.
Yeah.
Constitution. What'd you get, love?
6 natural.
So you got 11 total. None of y'all fucking saved.
No.
That's
Y'all
so
gotta
hard.
7 damage for you.
Partially absorbed? What does that
And
mean?
7 damage for Anduin.
Nice,
That's
nice.
so funny.
What? What
I
is
take
something
7.
about you doesn't let thunder damage hurt you? You must have something equipped.
Me?
Maybe you do have an immunity because it automatically did that where it made it hurt you less. I don't know. Fantasy Ground's not lying to me.
Lit.
Okay.
And you are both. So what happens? Thanks for the constitution roll. Alak'Thir, blinded, still laughs and slams his hands together in front of him, and a thunder wave erupts from him. That is what hit you guys. You now get pushed back a little bit, and are shocked, slightly, apparently so, by the thunder damage. I don't need my eyes to kill you all. And then he has to make another save, right?
Yeah, if he wants to be not blind.
Oh my god.
You blind, bitch!
Oh.
Alright. Why are you laughing, cleric? You are still going to die here. And,
That's okay, I wish you could see me laughing.
And Sylph, it is your turn.
With the giggle, I cast Mind Sliver on Alak'Thir.
Alright.
So he's got to make what is that? An intelligence save at 11.
Intelligence save of 11. He got an 8. Hi, where's my rolls today?
Yeah! I was so scared about that
Dang.
one.
Alright, roll me that spike damage, yo.
Yeah, I will. Friggin', what is it?
Got a 5? It's 2d6. And now I have... now I have to take a d4. And I pretty much get a bane. I have to subtract a d4 on my next save. Which is when I roll for blindness again!
Oh man!
Who?
Yes. And then with my second attack.
So your multi-attack is only if you take the attack action. Your casting magic takes up your full action. You can still do a bonus action,
I can.
but you don't have another action unless you
Right. Right.
Right.
So I think it will still.
Right.
I'm gonna get up a little bit closer to him, and a whoop-ha! I try to whip him.
Are you action surging?
No.
Well, then you can't attack.
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I am action surging. I
Okay.
am action surging.
Alright, burn that. You action surge, and then you attack. So give me that roll to hit. And by the way, now that you're attacking and you're using action surge, you roll 2 attacks again.
Okay. Mine rolled on a wrinkle, so it literally rolled on, like, a crease. Should I roll again, or just take the lower 2?
I'm gonna let you be honest about it. You don't have to. No, you have advantage because he's blind.
Ha ha ha!
Oh!
Fuck!
So it doesn't matter. I was like, it's literally on a wrinkle. Like,
So roll it, just give it another roll. Hopefully it'll be better.
Fuck! It wasn't! I was a nat 1!
Well, what was your other one?
Was it?
3, I guess?
No, that doesn't hit. But roll again, you have a second attack.
Oh.
True.
11 plus 5. Okay, so that one is a little bit better. That's 16.
That'll hit.
Okay. Oh, what?
Boom. Roll me that damage.
Oh, yeah.
1d4 plus 5.
24 plus 5.
I have it ingrained in my brain.
I think I'm gonna make you figure out my next attacks.
It's a
Make me figure
6,
out.
and I'm gonna whip him, a little bit to the left or the west, so that Rome is directly behind him.
So Rome is like in him.
Pretty much.
Whoa.
Brown cow.
Luckily, it seems the lower half of his body is swirling clouds, so you're not being stepped on in the gigantic space of sky. But yeah, and that is going to be your turn, or are you going to do a bonus action, Miss Sylph? Well, that's the free action to use action surge. I don't know if you have a bonus action, if I'm being honest.
I don't think so.
You do not.
No, nothing that doesn't involve thunder. So.
Alright, Mr. Anduin.
Alright, 20, I can't quite. So, I go 20 feet, 20 feet northeast.
Alright.
And then I am going to cast Sacred Flame at this man and say, "The light shall burn you!"
Good.
Save. 17.
Disadvantage because he's blind.
Because he's blind.
Suck it!
Oh!
Fucking
Almost did it.
two.
You have to admit, you almost did it, but...
Alright, so yeah,
Right.
he takes that damage. Roll me that.
I
You
shall.
rolled a 3.
Liddy. Let's go! 11 damage!
11 damage. Oh yeah, level 5, you get that doubleness.
I do!
All right. So your sacred flame bursts out and it splashes across Alak'Thir's chest, and he grunts slightly, and he seems to look towards your direction, but unable to actually see you. He can't focus onto where you are exactly.
Oh, hey, I'm over here. Oh, hey, over here. Oh.
You think you're funny, human?
I think you're pathetic.
We shall see.
That's my homie.
No, you will not see.
Rowan, your turn.
So how big is this dude? Comparative to the map, like it works?
Oh, he's massive. You guys are like floating about his midsection. Think, if you ever played Kingdom Hearts, think of the Jafar battle.
Okay.
Mm.
So I'm going to test something.
Go for it.
I'm going to use my movement to go up to where his head area is. I'm going to put my hand against his neck, and I'm going to summon Cerberus.
Summon Cerberus. Oh, so it goes into his neck.
Yep.
Ooh, I like it. Give me a roll. Give me a standard roll. He is blind, so give me an advantage for attack. Oh my
Net
god.
20.
Alright. Oh, this is what you meant. Alright. So, for the nat 20, go ahead and give me... His base attack is 1d4, right?
Yeah, Cerberus is a 1d4 plus 3.
Alright. So, for the base attack, summoning it through his neck, I'm going to give you a 2d4 base. An automatic success on the save for the fire, and an extra full 4 for...
I won't argue that.
for the critical.
So 9 for the 2d4. The automatic hit for fire.
+4 for the crit. +4 for the crit gives it 13, and then you have the fire.
So 16 total.
16 total, perfect. All right. So you fly your way up and you slam your hand onto the back of Alak'Thir's gigantic neck, and you pull Cerberus back into your hand. All of a sudden, it appears in your hand covered in thick, ichory blue blood that seems to just coat the blade, still warm to the touch. Now Alak'Thir seems to swat back towards him, so I'm going to need you to make a save because you are touching him for dexterity.
11.
Nope. He smacks his hand on you like you're a pesky mosquito upon his back.
Actually, do I have an advantage on that since he's blind? Or he's touching me, or I'm touching him though, so...
Oh, yeah. He fell. I don't need to see a mosquito to slap where it did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're going to take a d8. 7!
Nice.
Alright.
Like,
You're able to do some damage to him.
Oh, that's...
Get off me, bug.
Cerberus is just a bonus action, recall it, though.
Fuck you.
Like,
and Alak'Thir.
Damn it, Jin. But hey, that was a test. I've got another surprise for you. And I'm gonna cast Cloud of Blades inside his chest, since he is wider than a 5-foot radius.
Alright. Cool. There's not even just give me that damage.
No.
Yeah, just give me that damage.
No.
It's an automatic 44, and he can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and I don't think no matter where he moves, it's just gonna stay in his chest,
Nope.
because...
Yeah, as long as you hold that concentration, that's gonna be chilling within inside his
And
body.
that's an extra 10 damage.
Lovely.
Hi. Alright, I'm glad I made him stronger. Alright.
They try to kill us, I'm gonna find new ways to do it.
So, your blades summon inside his chest, and Alak'Thir starts to convulse, and... You will not succeed today, knaves. And, he's gonna, again, Thunder Wave. 17 Constitution, Romance, Sylph.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm safe.
I thought it was frontal.
Yeah.
Oh, so you turn him. It's like, alright, so for the narrative, I'm just gonna turn him. Nope. We're doing a con save?
We do or do not have advantage on this?
You do not have advantage on this, no.
I didn't save.
And yes, con save of 17.
I
It's a very hard chance. It's a very likely hit. Like.
Okay, no, but I got it.
Actually, I'm gonna use my inspiration from you, by the way.
Oh,
Nice.
My DM inspiration because I don't have con.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm like, I gotta get lucky with that shit. Oh.
13.
You get 13. Nope.
Alright, so you both fail. You both are going to take 2d8, but apparently Sylph has a resistance. Nope, not that time. I don't know what happened.
What?
I don't know what happened.
So Sylph, you're going to take 5, and Rome, you're going to take 9.
Oh, yeah.
You were both blown. Rome, you were flung off of his back and away, and Sylph, you are as well pushed back. As he claps again, I told you I don't need to see. And on to Sylph, your turn.
Alright. I'm going to move. I'm gonna get right on him. Just go a little bit further, and I'm going to do a double whip again.
Actually,
Oh,
sorry, you missed a roll.
I did. I missed my con save and damage roll.
And yeah, damage
yeah.
roll for Cloud of Daggers.
I'll wait.
Yeah, so give me your damage roll.
I'm like thinking about it, like, was that his turn? Oh yeah.
10.
So 12 for Cloud of Daggers, and then did he? Oh, he failed his poison save.
I failed my blind, yeah.
Was that 2d10, right?
So,
Well, he.
so I have advantage?
That's.
I have advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, for the
Wait.
poison
Yes.
effect from your from the thing, that's just 1d4. Just basic poison continuing. That's how I'm playing it, anyways.
Wait,
And then what did you roll for
Well,
your attack, Sylph?
the poison damage on Anduin is 2d10.
2d10. Yeah, I'm aware, but if I gave you a recurring 2d10, that would be stupid. So I'm
Okay.
going with the poison effect is massive, and then
Okay.
you get a 1d4 recurring poison effect.
I'll give it to you. I'm just trying to get as much damage out of it as I can.
Yes, I am aware of what you were trying to do, sir.
It's only a 1 for the poison damage.
Alright, so, sorry about that. Still, what's your roll?
Well, that depends. What did I have? So, because you're still blind, do I have advantage?
Yes.
Okay, so then that was an 18 for my first
18?
hit. For my
That
first
hits.
hit. Oh, that was a nat 1.
Advantage.
Yeah.
An advantage, that's the whole point, and that was a 3.
So no, that
no,
doesn't- you
not
hit
a
once.
1. Yeah, not a 1.
Not a 1! Not a 1! But, yeah, I still, so 1d4 plus 5.
1d4 plus 5, give me that roll.
Alright, and that's 7 total.
7.
And I'm gonna whip him again to the west so that Rome is further like behind him.
Alright.
I'm like, say something cool, so.
Say something cool, Sylph, is what you say as you whip him across the side. And he feels the thunderous blast again. Ugh. And you can see and hear that his breathing is slightly more ragged.
Feeling a little lonely now, Daddy.
Don't get too excited. And on to Anduin.
Alrighty then. Let me see, so, hold on. So if I go...
I gotta lower it a little bit. So much. It's so much.
Alright, I hold up my palm towards Alak'Thir and I say, you cannot outrun the light, and I'm casting Guiding Bolts against this fool, level 1, and that is a 13 plus 7, 20 total.
Oh, that hits.
And then that is going to be 14 damage.
14 damage, alright.
And then, as a bonus action, I am casting second level Healing Word at Rome, and I shout, "You must not fall! The fight is not over yet!" And that's going to heal you. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus another 5, so 15.
Nice.
God damn. Oh, wow, that means you're only hurt by 1. Alright. That your turn?
That is it
Right.
for me.
Alright, on to Mr. Rome. sorry, let me give you that description. I spaced on that real quick. Anduin flings out a guiding bolt of radiant energy that slams into Alak'Thir, and he reels back again, breathing harder and more ragged. You can see this mark on his chest where it hit, glowing brightly, almost a flare. Even though you already have advantage, I can't give you super advantage on the next hit.
We have like Super Saiyan 3 advantage on this fool.
Yeah,
Like...
Ultra Instinct on this motherfucker right now. So Rome, how are you going to ruin my day farther?
So, per regular Jin, is he wearing a lot of jewelry and bracelets he can't remove?
No, he is not actually.
That'd be great.
You're just like, no, just fuck you, no, he's not wearing it.
He has a hat on, but all of that what he's wearing is robes and tunic and cloth and linen.
Oh, well, in case he's not blind anymore, I'm going to cast it on the scimitars he's holding.
Awesome. Heat metal, yeah, give me that damn
I was
roll.
just kidding.
I like, not like it matters, he still has disadvantage with the fucking, he has more than disadvantage with blindness, so whatever the fuck, man. Go ahead and roll me that damage.
2d8.
This is the sound of a defeated DM.
I was really in the middle of messaging. I was really in the middle of messaging Frank on VC.
11.
I think he's holding swords, like.
Yeah. Oh no, I knew the swords was there. I was hoping for something he couldn't drop.
Oh, fair enough.
Alright.
So that is 11 damage.
He has a scimitar.
Okay.
So the scimitar in his hand starts to glow bright red. Its gigantic form that was once of a steelish blue is now glowing orange, and you can feel the heat radiating off of it. You can see smoke start to billow from his hands, but he does not flinch or drop it. You will need to do more than that, you filthy tricks.
I'll leave that up to your daughter. I'm gonna use my bonus action to give her bardic inspiration. Hey, filth! Show what you're made of.
You got it.
On to Alak'Thir.
You got some rolls to make, buddy.
I do. So the blind constitution save is at the end. I gotta do a constitution save for being poisoned, which I failed. So take 5d4, Mr. Rome, of just
Let's see.
and
fire
because
damage.
Heat metal is not. Heat metal is not when you reactivate it. Heat metal is when you activate it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So 5d4. Just roll me that.
Yeah, so many D4s.
Yeah, it's just like constant right now.
So many D4s.
I was like, at first I was like, did I give him too much health? And I'm like,
7.
no, I gave him a great amount of health.
A great amount.
7. Thank you, sweet Jesus. Alright.
Did you fail poison save?
I did. Which is why, oh, you only rolled 44.
Yeah.
Awesome.
2 more. 9.
Alright.
2 more.
So, again, his turn appears, and you see him convulse as he feels, again, the blade spinning inside his chest, carving up his lungs and entrails magically. I don't know if he actually has lungs and entrails, it sounds cool. And as you can see him bending over and his breathing get ragged and hard, I'm gonna need a little help. And he starts to hold his hand up, and he crushes a gem that he was holding, and he is going to summon an air elemental.
No.
Oh, not that.
Wait, do I have advantage of it because I'm an air ganassi and this is air elements?
Air elemental is a creature.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage of it?
No. So he summons the air elemental up, and oh my, this is gonna be a fun fight. And yeah, that's his entire turn. He is breathing heavy. He has popped a gem, and he is looking a little worse for the wear. Honestly, a little scared, and still fucking blind because he rolled a 12.
You coward.
Oh my god. It's like, that's literally what he says at this point. He says, I'm fucking sick of not seeing. Alright, and so on to Stilt. Your old man is just sitting there, like, fucked on.
Oh, oh, poor widow Gunnar. Or no, you're not even one. Poor
He's a
widow
djinn.
Greenie. Oh.
Oh, wait, oh,
Let's go back to your little lamb, shall we? Oh no, my
Treat me
robe.
with respect.
You show no respect to me, so I shall know no respect to you.
Vermin don't deserve respect.
This
And
vermin
as
seems
you
to be
know-
kicking your ass.
We will see about that.
That's
It's
an
not
8,
over yet.
but
I think we reiterate again. You can't see.
18.
Uh,
What? So I crack my whip and I hit him because I got a 23. So.
That's facts as fuck. What's your
Mhm.
Smacks.
And you know what? I'm gonna with my extra bonus, with my
Second
additional
attack?
action, I'm going to hit him again.
obviously?
And that was a 6, but I mean 11,
I
So
need
no.
to lower that.
We have advantage because he's blind.
13, so 18.
Awesome, double hit. Go for it.
Yeah.
2d4 plus
Alright.
10.
Alright, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna honestly, like, hit into his side even deeper as I hit him, to move west. Again, further
Boom.
behind Rome.
Alright.
Or further in front of Rome.
Boom.
Or
Roll me that damage, please.
Oh! That's right.
2d4 plus 10.
2d4 plus 10.
So 16 damage. God, what is math? Alright. Alright, so you whip into his side and then just kind of pull it back in a single fluid motion. You are almost the whirlwinds that you are dancing around now, just flowing with the breeze as you slap twice, digging deep into his body and pushing him sideways.
Can I move too?
Yeah, you haven't moved at all, so you're solid.
Remind me again with these squares, they're like...
Every section of 4, so like, you're in 5 feet right now.
So, can I move right here?
Yes.
Okay, so now, for the viewers, I am...
You move north about 20 feet.
Yeah.
So that way you have an advantage of being behind him. And
Yeah.
now blind Jin, that now has nobody in front of him, and he has no clue where any of you are. Awesome.
I mean, he doesn't know that, though.
On to Anduin. Ruin my day.
Ruined my day.
Ah!
Ruined my day. Alright, let's see here.
What you gonna do, boy?
I know, normally I have this pretty worked out, but this new guy throws a... Now there's other shit involved.
There is. Oh, what a shit he is.
My thought process is that if we at least beat Alak'Thir, that his little element will disperse.
Alright, so I am going to cast Spirit Guardians and have it not affect my allies.
Okay.
And then I am going to run northeast 20 feet, having it hit the elemental and Alak'Thir.
Alrighty then. What's the save on that wisdom, right?
15, yeah, wisdom.
Alright, so the air elemental takes full damage, and then Alak'Thir, he has a separate one. He has a... And then he actually has more because he has a special ability that gives him an extra +9, so he has 18
Okay.
on wisdom. I made his wisdom is literally, I don't know why it's not rolling with it, but he has an effect that like gives him an extra plus.
So he takes half damage?
So he takes half damage.
Lovely. So that is going to be 4, 4, 8 plus 7, 15. So he's going to take 7, and the air elemental takes 15.
What do your what does your spirits look like?
They are, they're like, I don't know, I'm thinking like very classic, like Greek little angel babies, and they're just
Big
all
old
gold.
cherubs and shit.
Yeah, and they're just pure gold.
I
Yes!
love it. Just a golden field of spinning cherubs that
Yeah.
cheese grate people to death.
Yeah, they cheese grate them.
Alright, so that was your action. Do you have a bonus action, sir?
No, but I'm moving. You gotta move me.
Okay, where are you moving?
20 feet northeast. Northwest, sorry.
Northwest. I'm assuming you're gonna pull back so you don't get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
10, 15. You want to be right up on Alak'Thir or right next to Sylph?
Yeah, let's do right there. That's good.
Alright.
Next to Sylph, yeah, perfect. Thank you,
All right.
appreciate it.
So you fly around, narrowly avoiding the edge of the air elemental, and spin towards Alak'Thir, joining next to Sylph.
And then my little, my
cherubs.
spirits are there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your freaking cherubs of death. It's a 15-foot radius, right?
15, yeah.
Boom. And they're still in it.
Yeah, they are.
Awesome. All right, and Air Elemental turn, so he's gonna take another Wisdom save
What does he look like?
and fail. He is a spinning cloud of blight. He's like a dark tornado of evil.
He's a spinning cloud of light, but he's a dark tornado.
Blight.
Right.
Okay.
18 damage.
Jesus H Christ. All right. I don't know where the H comes from.
Holy.
Huh?
Oh
This whole
my.
thing.
Okay, mind blown. All right, so he gets ripped. He's not even ripped apart. He is air, but these cherubs are just tearing through him. A golden light emanating through his body as it just kind of spins in agony, or what you would assume agony. And he's going to move. Oh, it counts as rough terrain when he's in there.
It
Dude,
does!
The great thing, he has a 90-foot movement.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, a little bit. So he's gonna mob up right behind you here, Mr. Andin. He's gonna stab
Alright.
at you.
Alright.
Can you even see him?
It hit.
Alright, that hits.
Alright, cool. It's a good thing you have multi-attack too. Except you rolled a natural 1.
Get it.
Oh. Aww. Aww.
-3, so you take
Yeah.
13 damage.
Copy that, sir.
So this air elemental pushes forward through your cherubs of death and just kind of slams and envelops you really quickly. But as he comes around, his barrel through you again, you're able to kind of dance around and move with the wind, causing no. Just fuck, it's just spinning air, so he doesn't have any quip or something to say. He spins menacingly. On the row.
So if I try to make a perception check on that orb currently, will that take an action?
Yes.
I don't want to do it.
A bonus action if you'll take disadvantage on it. It's a quick glance as opposed to a long study.
Yeah, I'm not really good at the study thing. I'm good at the stabby and the sneaky thing. Hey, Sylph, do you know what that thing your father came out of was? It might help us.
The thing? No. I've never met this man before today. I have no idea what he is like or what he is capable of or working with.
She is nothing but trash I left in the Southlands. She knows nothing of the world
Oh,
of Jin.
yeah. We'll get to our family reunion later on.
Who said you could talk, Jin? Gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Woo!
Go wisdom save for me, please.
Dissonant Whispers, Wisdom save.
And then I'm also gonna use my bonus action to heat metal again. So a con save as well.
Oh, and con save. Awesome. Wisdom save 14.
He passes that one.
Yay! And then con save for what?
Holding onto his weapon after he did his weapon again.
You got a con save of 8.
So,
It's freaking phenomenal.
so he drops his
also,
weapon.
He does drop his weapon. It floats down into nothingness.
Alright, so he takes half of that. So he'll take 5.
Why'd you roll 3?
3d6 is Dissonant Whispers. He passed, so he only takes half.
Alright, and then what's the damage roll for
I
heat
think
metal?
that's a 2d8, right?
Yeah.
Takes an additional 12, so 17 total.
Alright.
Let's go.
And then. Alright, fucking
And then,
shit.
as my movement, I'm gonna go over here so I can look at this next round.
So Alak'Thir drops his scimitar as you heat it up, and it just he cannot stand it anymore. You hear a small gasp of pain as he drops it, and it is going to go on to his turn. But I just realized, and I'm not going to take away the damage for it, but heat metal and cloud of daggers are both concentration. So when you do heat metal, cloud of daggers disappears.
Okay.
So he's not going to take the cloud of daggers damage, but he's still poisoned. So go ahead and give me a D4 as I make a con save for that.
Poison, baby, yeah.
And I'm only rolling 6s, and I'm not rolling above a 10 on any save.
Two.
Alak'Thir.
That's alright. I'm not doing very well on my 4 damage either, so.
It is. Oh, that is a 2. That is an average damage on 4. What are you even like being salty about, bro? All right. So Alak'Thir still poisoned, taking damage. Very upset. I'm gonna go with he can feel the pressure from your cherubs pushing against him, and he's gonna fight for center. So he's gonna move forward.
Is he gonna make a save?
Oh, he's gonna make another save.
And
What is it? It's a wisdom save.
yeah.
Plus another 5. So he saves on the wisdom save, so he takes that half damage. That's awesome. Forgot about that too. All the damage.
All of the damage.
Yes. So half damage is gonna be 6.
6. All right. Jeez. All right. All right. Yeah, he's sitting there. He is getting torn apart by cherubs. And I honestly, before I started this, I forgot he doesn't have a scimitar anymore. So he's just gonna fucking slap his hands again. And do another thunder wave. And Sylph and Anduin, I'm gonna need you to make a save. And normally, yes, this would hit my air elemental, but he's immune to thunder.
Oh my god, is it 17?
And Sylph, remember you have Bardic Inspiration.
Me?
Yeah. I gave it to you like 3 turns ago.
Okay.
I was about to be
so that's
pissed if I got a
9
fucking
plus
16 again.
2.
And
Bardic Inspiration is
It gives you an extra 1d6.
26.
so 10 damage, but you saved Anduin,
Yeah.
so you're gonna take 5 damage.
5.
So, it still doesn't hit. It doesn't
You got less than 17?
Yeah.
Alright, then you're gonna take the full 2d8.
Yeah.
There's
Worth a
actually-
shot.
10. Oh, hey, that was a 10-10. So, still, if you take 10 damage, you are looking a little hurt.
I am definitely bloodied.
You are definitely bloodied. But guess what? So is Alak'Thir.
Oh,
You can
I'm
see
more
the
than
blue
bloodied.
ichor start to pull from him as his magical body starts to fade. You see small pieces of his cloud drift off into nothingness at this point. He's looking not good. And on to Sylph.
I'm hurt. I'm confused. I'm pissed off. I'm gonna whip him double time again. He's still
Let's go.
blind.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
You didn't roll for it.
Save?
He's not blind anymore!
That was helping
Yay!
me so much.
Yay! Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Fucking damn. Alright. Alak'Thir's
Well-
vision comes back. He stares at Anduin dead in the fucking eyes. I am coming for you, little man. Alright.
First hit was a total 20, not a nat 20, but a total 20.
Oh, 20 hits.
I would hope so.
I would hope
And then 23 is the second one.
23 is the second one.
Yes.
Hit double hit. So,
So-
2d4 10.
Yes. So 15 total hitting.
15 total damage.
Yeah, and I whip him on his. Ooh, actually, I don't want to take him out of the circles. So.
Did you shoot?
No, you
not
can
him.
take
Choose not
take him out. You can take him out of the circle.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, you're
Yeah. Yeah, because
Okay.
Andrew's gonna move again, so we can just bring him right the fuck back in.
good.
Okay.
Damn straight, dog.
Yeah, then on like both sides, I'm just cutting in. I'm just hoping I can break this motherfucker in half. I slice both of his sides once again, and he moves back two spaces, square.
You smack him in the chest, and he just pulls back. You can clearly see that he is looking ragged. Blood and sweat is dripping. Chunks of his body now are just disappearing into the aether. It's being difficult for him to hold his physical form.
Yeah, because he's about to slice in half. I'm so over you right now.
Oh,
You need to crawl back into the little rain cloud that you had.
so proud. Don't be proud of this. This is nothing.
Says the man on his knees, bleeding.
Whatever you want to believe, cleric. And are you done, Sylph? Right? No more. You did
Yeah,
a bonus action.
a what?
Are you gonna do a bonus action?
I can do a bonus action. Thank you for.
Second wind. I'm assuming.
Wait, didn't I already do second wind? Didn't
No.
I already do a bonus action?
I'm
No.
transferring. You guys are all new again.
That's right. I wanted to, but then I didn't. Yeah. So I want to again do Mind Sliver, which
Oh, mine.
is
No, not Mind Sliver.
What?
Second wind.
or second wind.
That's the one that heals you.
Oh,
Yeah, that gives you
I see
health.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
now. Okay,
yeah.
I see. Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant when you said
sec-
bonus action.
Yeah.
1d10
Yeah.
plus
So mind or second wind. God damn it. Where is that?
5. It's 1d10 plus 5.
1d10 plus 5.
How much you healing, poor girl?
1d10. No, that's a 12. Where's my 10?
Wrong fantasy.
Where my 10 at? Where my 10 at?
Here it is. Okay. 1d10 plus 5. 12. I get 12
Oh.
healing.
Damn, son.
12 healing. So math is horrible. All right. God, the subtraction's the hardest.
True.
All right. So
Officially have 20 hit points out of 44.
you whip Alak'Thir back, and then you take a moment, and you almost enter a quick meditative state, and you start to feel a little bit of reinvigoration, and your pain and aches start to disappear. On to Anduin.
Genie, it seems that you are weak. Is there anything you wish to say to your offspring before we end your life?
You will see me again.
Well, okay, I'm sure. I am going to disengage so I don't provoke opportunity from the air elemental, and I'm just gonna
Walk forward.
jauntily walk my ass towards this motherfucker. And he's gonna have
Plus
to.
12 minus 3. Okay, so he saves, but still tell me that damage.
Alrighty, let's go. Big money, big money, big money, big money.
He only rolled an 18, by the way.
That's a 9 damage halved.
9 damage halved makes
Yeah.
it 4.
No. The damage halved is 9.
Oh, it's 9.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. So as we walk forward, and these cherubs start to carve into Alak'Thir's body, it literally seems to carve into his body as chunks and pieces of his ethereal flesh just disappears into mist and wind, and you almost smell a slight scent as he evaporates into nothing but air, and the winds slowly start to die. The air elemental still stays strong, but Alak'Thir, or at least the piece of him that was there, is no more.
Alak'Thir!
Aw, yeah.
Air elemental still a thing. Anduin, do you have any other turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action heal myself.
That's probably smart. You're pretty hurt.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bonus action healing word myself. I'm just deciding what level I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. How much you gonna heal yourself, bro?
I know. Or actually, how hurt is everyone else? Is anyone else really hurt, or am I the only one that's
Rome
really
is
hurt?
at 1 and Sylph is at 19.
I'm only
Yeah,
hurt
take-
one.
Yeah, taken.
Okay, yeah, so then I'll walk up to Sylph, and I'm gonna do second level Cure Wounds.
So your disengage was your action, so you have.
Oh,
a
you're
bonus action
right.
only.
Shit, okay. Fuck it. Alright, no, I'm just gonna do second level healing word on myself. Fuck it, I'm not
Alright.
moving. I'm not moving.
Roll me that heal.
So that is going to be 6 plus 4, 10 plus another 5, so I heal 15.
15. Ooh. All right, you feel a lot better now, Anduin. And it is on to the air elemental's turn again. But he's going to make a wisdom save and pass, so he still takes half damage.
Nice. That half damage is done.
It is.
5 damage.
5 damage? Alright. And he is going to again move forward, knowing that you were the one that killed his original master. And he is going to slam at Mr. Anduin.
Go away.
1 hit.
That's a hit.
2 hits.
That's a hit.
Wrong amount of damage. Oh, I almost rolled the wrong one.
Yikes.
Oh. Ooh, boy.
So, yeah, so take 11. Is that both or is that one of them?
That's 1.
Okay.
So 11 plus 10.
10's 21. So I'm hanging on.
You are. Whew. Gotta love those level up HPs, right?
Hell yeah.
So the massive force that is the air elemental pushes forward and slams into you. This time able to hit you both times, pulling and ripping you into the air, bashing you against small rocks and things inside.
Ah.
Mr. Rome.
Yeah. Alright, you need to make an intelligence check for me.
Are you gonna look at it?
No, I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on the air elemental.
On the air elemental. Alright.
And
Intelligence? Oh my god, that's his worst stat total. Oh, but he still rolled a 19!
Motherfucker!
He had a -2 and he still got a 17 on that save.
There you go.
Try me. Try me, I'm a smart ass air elemental.
Alright, so on a failed save, you create a phantasmal object, creature, or whatever that is no longer than 10 foot cube and perceivable only to the target. So he still sees it.
He still sees it, but he knows it's fake. He said on a failed save, but he succeeded his save.
Yeah.
I know that phantasmal spell. Yeah,
Yeah, you've used it on me many times.
I'm aware. I am aware.
Yep.
But yeah, so he's able to see through it and is not affected by that casting.
Does he still take the 1d6?
Nope.
Or no?
Nope, because it's not considered real to him.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna summon Cerberus with my bonus action. Because I'm sure it's falling somewhere.
Oh yeah, it was in Alak'Thir's neck.
Yep.
No, you have it already, because you summoned it to your hand through his neck.
Oh, I just assume it stayed in his neck. Okay.
So yeah, you're just chilling?
I'll take a disadvantage roll on that examination.
Alright, give me a perception.
Oh, sweet.
And you roll a
14 is the highest.
So, as you're dealing with the air elemental and your friend's getting fucked on, you decide to take a quick peek over to the orb.
You say that like it's not normal for me to do that.
And
Right.
you look over the orb and you realize that it seems to be a portal of some sort. You're certain that if you were able to safely touch it, you might be able to use it to get back.
Okay. Maybe able to use this to escape unless we want to keep fighting, guys.
I'm kind of in the middle of something right now.
That's why I said escape. Escape.
Sylph, your turn.
Not jaunty walk, silly cleric.
Alright, well, I'm gonna walk up to this air elemental, and I'm kind of distraught. I just met my father. He's kind of a dick. He just went into oblivion. I don't know what he's doing or where he's at now. I guess I'm just gonna crack my whip at this motherfucker now too.
Give me a roll.
Hang on. 10.
10 total.
Yeah.
That one misses, but you have 2 attacks. So give me a second one.
You.
Oh! That was 7 total.
No.
Yeah.
Well, bad roll. I'm sorry.
I'm distraught.
He's distraught,
I
yeah.
am distraught.
You are distraught. Apparently, so you whip out at him, but you just don't get it. You're just not in the right headspace right now, and you just kind of flail blindly. Again, he's just a massive air, so he can't really laugh at you or anything. Anduin, your turn. It's a good fucking thing you healed yourself.
It is a very, very good thing that I healed myself. So I am going to... Oh, do I have any... I have 2. Okay, so I am going to use my action to dodge.
Alright.
And I'm going to bonus action drink one of my potions.
Okay, which one?
I just have 2 potion of healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And roll for heals.
Yes.
And then dodge makes him have disadvantage on hitting you, right?
Correct. Hell yeah. And is that plus... I can't remember. Is it plus 2 or plus what? It's 2d4 plus 2. So then 9. So I heal 9.
You heal 9? Alright. Anduin is at...
And then I end my turn.
And you end your turn. Alrighty then. So you take your ability to dodge. I don't know why I used that. And you're just getting ready for the air element to strike at you, which you're almost certain it will. And he decides to...
Make a wisdom save?
Oh, Nat 1!
Woo, baby!
You know my rule. On save for Nat 1 like that, it's roll double dice.
Double dice! Oh,
I
shucks.
feel like I hate this rule,
On
but I
save.
made it.
Alright, so that's gonna be 17 plus...
It's only on saves. Because I feel like that's just a super fucking, like, you failed, man. If you rolled a Nat 1 on your save...
That's 27 damage.
Oh my god. Alright. Actually, no, I did that math really fast. That was weird. Alright. So he takes the fucking cherub just through his being of energy. And he just blows harder. And he's gonna try and catch you in a whirlwind, Anduin. And he failed.
Alright.
Awesome. So he tries to spin you up and catch you inside his spinning body, but is unable to actually catch you up. Your armor seems to be too heavy to be swept up in his wings. He's just not quite big enough.
You will be done soon, you fart of Alak'Thir.
That was his turn. So on to Rome.
How do you... I'm supposed to be the one that mocks people, bard or cleric. I call you a bard now. You're taking my job.
You're running off on me. Rubbing off on me?
We're doing very well today. One too many punches to the head by a djinn. Gonna step over here and do cure wounds on Anduin.
Thank you, friend.
It's
not like-
you would have been dead.
You're so bummed.
I am!
Do it at 2nd level, so...
2nd level cure wounds.
Goes back 8.
Thank you. Thank you,
Alright.
sir.
So you're healed 8, you're 14 wounded. And anything else?
Oh, I feel much better. Thank you.
I actually don't believe I have a bonus action. I do not. Not really.
Bonus action?
Bardic Inspiration. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
And then like your heat metal and stuff, but that's like extra stuff. He has no metal on him because he's made of wind.
Yep. Well, that's not a bonus. I have to do the action of that first. So, yeah, that's it.
Alright, on to Sylph. You come forward, Rome, and you heal Anduin, and you can see some of his wounds close, and he breathes a little easier. Sylph.
Okay, I try to... Actually, I had to try to snap out of it, and I whip him!
You whip him!
11.
You got an 11.
Yeah, followed by 21. Or wait, no, 19.
So the second one hits, but the first one does not.
That's better than nothing.
Give me that 1 4 plus 5.
6. 6.
I don't know.
Your whip just kind of goes through him. It feel like it hurt something, and he might be a little bit worse for wear, but you're not 100% sure.
What?
On to Anduin. Sylph looks sad.
Oh man, got the shirt.
I used all my juices. I was so good. And then he went away.
Anduin.
I am going to cast. No.
No.
Alright.
You tell we're not like worried or threatened by your little heirloom. We're like bored now. Like, but the big guy's gone. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm sorry you decided to murder him so fucking fast. That's not my problem.
Actually, it is.
Wait, we didn't murder him, right?
Well, no.
Oh, he's straight up dead.
No, he's not.
You'll see.
Oh, well, he'll probably come back, but...
Can't be.
Don't worry, you'll find out all in due time. Now, Anduin.
I'm gonna. I just don't think it's the case. I'm just gonna repeat. I'm just gonna use my action to dodge and hold my ground.
Hold your ground. All
Yep.
right. On to the air elemental, who's now going to make another wisdom save. Nat 20!
Nice,
So he takes no
nice.
damage.
Yeah, no damage.
And then he is... recharge. All right, he's going to make a swing at fucking Anduin. And miss. And go for that double one on Anduin because he rolled a 2.
Oh.
And now he got an 18, so he hit the second one.
He has disadvantage
What? Why?
because I'm dodging.
Oh, you are dodging! Damn it! He still hits with a 22!
Alright, there you go, there you go. Fair shake, fair shake.
And an extra 7 damage to Anduin.
Alright.
Is that it for you, sir?
Are you asking yourself?
I'm sorry. I don't know why. You like said all right, and I was like, oh, it's Anduin's turn in my head. Yeah, that's... the arrow.
That was a fucking perfect response. You asking yourself? Like...
Alright, Rome. Stop laughing at me and kill it already.
Just kill it.
So seeing random flailing attempts in the weak damage and be like, ooh, a gust of wind, and I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers.
Ooh, I guess.
Alright, just give me that roll for damage.
9 damage.
Tight. Alright. So, I'm gonna have fun with this one, because he is already a spinning cloud. You will deal damage to him, but now he deals an extra 2d4 on any hit he does with his slam.
Nice.
Ooh,
Because he is now the Cloud of Daggers.
nice.
He is
Ooh.
the Cloud. Alright.
That's pretty spicy.
So you summon this Cloud of Daggers. You can tell that it's hurting him slightly, but you can't help but feel a little concerned as you see the daggers now spinning around his own body, seemingly like a porcupine.
I'm assuming that's payback for what we did to your gym.
You feel like he's winding, yes. And are you doing anything else, Mr. Rome?
Nope, that's it. Actually, I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
Alright, I'm gonna get the fuck out.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what?
Yeah, you know.
Your turn, Sylph.
Fuck. Alright. Man, I was wanting to run into an air ganassi, but I don't like any of these other air elements. Can't use shit on them. I'm gonna just use my regular whip
Whip.
again.
Attack.
That doesn't hit. We don't need to talk about that one. 13, actually. It's a 13.
13. That hits.
That does. Okay, I'm
Alright.
glad it didn't.
Like,
blow that-
literally the AC.
I'm glad it didn't just blow that one off. Ha 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 ha.
Alright,
And
give me
that
a roll.
was, that was a 14, so a
Give me
19.
Like, I need another drink if we're gonna keep up the dad jokes like that. And
No.
then I'm not even the one doing it.
Wait, where'd
That
you
was
get the
a
19
beautiful
from?
joke. From
You
the
rolled
air
twice
ganassi.
already.
What?
You already rolled twice. You don't have advantage.
Wait,
You hit
no,
one
I
time.
did 13, and then a 19.
But 13 was your second roll, because you rolled first, and you're like,
No.
let's not talk about that one.
No, that was the one that I was not said to talk about, because at first I forgot about my +5, so I thought at first I only rolled an 8, so I was like,
Oh, 13
Yeah.
was the first one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was like, let's not talk about
Now
that. And
I
then my
get
brain
it.
was like, no, math. It works.
Alright, so 13 hits, and then your second one was a what?
19.
19 hits as well, so then
Yeah.
roll the 2d4 plus 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
Of course it's a double one. So 12.
12 total?
Yeah.
Boom,
I try to
boom.
whip this freaking
Cloud.
mini tornado.
Daggers. This time, as you swing your whip through it, you feel like it's connecting with something in there. Upon further think, you're like, oh, it's probably the daggers that are now spinning across his entire body.
Oh.
But you can definitely tell that by carrying through the wind, he is being hurt and injured more. And the wind seems to slow down slightly.
Ooh.
nice.
Anduin, bring it home.
Alright, I don't want to try to save the flame because I just don't think that's the thing. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna dodge and sit here. Let's see, let's see if my cherubs fucking do the job.
Finish it.
It's literally been my whole turn
Dodge
this
and
entire
sit there.
fight.
Dodge and chill, man.
18, give me that damage roll. Half.
Alright.
What is it? It's
It is 8.
8 after half?
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
What?
Ooh, did that
Oh,
die?
you son of a bitch.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
It died.
As your cherubs tear through the force of wind,
Yeah!
the swirling gusts of blades just stop. And all that is left is a continuously spinning cloud of blades. But you can tell there's no longer life force to it.
I'm almost a little bummed.
I'm tired.
I fall.
I'm sure you knew where it was going, Justin.
Oh, I don't know yet.
Oh, you used clouded daggers against me. I was going to use heat metal on all the daggers that were now the elemental.
Yeah.
And then you would have done so much extra damage on slams. But
He would have died.
He would have died.
Like, there was no way he was surviving that.
whatever. Yeah, you ruined my plans. So proud.
I am. I am very much.
So the wind and the storm finally dies down. The crackling lightning that you saw coursing through the clouds seems to quiet and calm. All that's left, besides the slight gust now blowing, is the orb that you see out in the distance.
I'm shook. I'm overwhelmed. I'm absolutely distraught. I fall to my knees in absolute shock.
So, family issues. Seems
Yeah.
like we all got them here.
Huh.
Seems so.
You have no idea.
Then we should try to get the hell out of here.
Yes, this
Whole
is not the
floating
place.
thing, nah, not very comfortable.
I fumble to my. I guess we are floating, so
Yeah.
I fumble back onto my floating feet, and I
Stand more up.
I start to walk towards this orb though, and I'm like, we need to at least see what he left here.
So your spear thing does the lightning. Can you just stabby? Like, does that work?
Does it look like something that I would?
So as you approach, it's almost as if the air around it becomes charged with static energy. And while this almost feels like an uncomfortable tingling sensation for Rome, as you get closer, Sylph, it almost feels pleasant and inviting.
Saying this tingling, zappy sensation is pleasant and inviting?
You have a very nice tingly feeling all throughout your body.
And that and its comfort, I'm going to take a step back.
I instantly draw all my attention to this. My eyes glisten as I look into this orb. And I'm gonna try to touch it.
Alright, you touch it. And as your hand gets closer, you feel more and more almost euphoria wash through your body. And then the moment that your hand makes contact and you rest your palm against the orb, a violent shock goes through your brain, and your mind is assaulted with a dark, sinister laugh that reminds you and sounds like Alak'Thir.
Hmm.
I told you you'd see me again. Only Sylph can hear this.
You're not dead?
Of course not. I told you it wouldn't be that easy. All you fought was a mere fragment of my power.
I just have to ask one thing.
And why should I
Why?
answer anything? Why what?
Why? Why did you abandon me? Why did you decide to just seduce a random cowgirl? And why are you coming back? It's been 23 years. Shouldn't you? You've never owed anything to me. Why are you showing up now?
I show up to serve Father. And as far as you, do you consider it abandonment when you throw trash in the garbage? That's all you are to me, is a trash. You are a wasted afternoon with some cattle farmer that I found to pass the time. You are nothing to me, and you will remain nothing. You may feel happy now in your victory, sitting with your friends, aha, but that is only momentary. Give it time, and you will truly suffer. Promise.
Can I, like, throw this globe across wherever we are?
You are unable to move your arm.
I'm unable to move my arm?
It is attached to this orb, and almost paralyzed against it.
I'm not able to move at all?
You can move your body, just not your arm. Your shoulder is, like, in place. Your arm is glued. Your hand's glued to the orb. You will not escape me, daughter.
I don't want anything to do with you! Get out of my head!
There's no need to yell. You have a chance. Kill your friends, and I will let you go.
I'm not gonna do that. Why would you ever think that I'm like you? I don't want
Because
anything to do with you. Get away!
the only part of you that makes you better than anything is the part of you that is me. It's in there somewhere. You might not see it now.
I'm
But
desperately
eventually you
trying
will
to get my
purge.
hand away from this fucking globe right now. Tears are streaming down my face.
You know what, daughter?
Don't call me that.
Your torment amuses me.
Mhm.
I'll let you continue this vain struggle, this attempt at something that you can consider a life, as I laugh and watch you flail hopelessly about, struggling for something you humans and mortals consider a purpose. You will get no such satisfaction. Your life will be suffering, and eventually you will see that this was the biggest mistake that you could have ever made.
You're gonna
And that
eat those words, Alak'Thir. I will make it my absolute destiny to demolish you.
I'd love to see you try.
Wait for the day, honey.
A lightning bolt seems to strike at the orb and course through Sylph's body. She seems to get pulled up with this orb as crackling energy pulls and plummets around, growing brighter and stronger, as eventually the light starts to envelop the whole area. Everything goes blinding white. You can't hear, you can't see, and no one can feel anything. Several moments pass in this darkness. Your vision starts to clear, and you return to a destroyed and damaged marble throne room, all but empty. Meezius, Saphira, and Z lay crumpled on the ground over in the corner, and your party is a little worse for the wear, broken, injured, and wounded, over in the corner.
I immediately hug Sylph and embrace her. It's okay, it's over now.
I didn't expect it to be him.
We never know what to expect. It's in these trying times where you truly discover by yourself what you stand for, what you believe in. It's a lot to process, but for now, we just must sit and wait.
We're gonna kill that son of a bitch.
Damn right.
I need to be alone.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Okay.
And I walk off.
Sylph starts to leave. Sylph starts to leave, and she walks out of the room. Nothing really happens, no sound. The winds of the storm that had been earlier die out, and you can see Rome over helping Z, Saphira, and Meezius back up onto their feet. Silence fills the halls. After a few minutes of you guys regathering your thoughts, you begin to hear running footsteps approaching the room again. And then a guard throws open the door, busts in, goes, "Oh, you guys are alive! Everything stopped. Are you okay?"
Barely, but yes.
So, up for interpretation.
What happened?
Big, spinny lights, thunder, gins, pain. A Tuesday?
Fast, unfortunately.
Is that normal for you?
It's getting to be.
Sorry to say, friends, I do not envy your life. Well, are you well enough to leave? I feel like King Asden still doesn't want you here too much.
We can go. I understand.
King Asden has instructed me to help you, though. We have access to a portal that can take you to one of 3 different locations that are in Revencia. If you would like, we can teleport you guys somewhere. He's still looking around in shock at the utter devastation that was once the grand, magnificent throne room.
Does every castle have these portals?
There's a group. Westhaven has a portal outside of its halls in the city. There's a portal outside of Tumbleweed in the Southlands. And there's a portal to the first gate of Sayel, right as it connects into the islands from the mainland.
Are these open for everyone to use?
No, they are only for great import, very important people, very life-threatening missions that must happen right away. We feel that because you fought our father and saved our land, you deserve to go where you would like. But mostly we want you out of here as soon as possible.
I hate to be the British stickler of the group, but we're fairly low on supplies, and we'll probably need some help on our way out as well. I mean, most of it was expended while we protected the princess on our way here, and through a blizzard, we're not really equipped to deal with that.
I understand. I can try and gather as much as I can. The king has been very strict that we are not to let you back into the main city right now. After what happened here, it's just not. But we can give you a writ of debt for a trade city, one of the places you go to. We can give you almost an IOU to a merchant that should be able to get you what you need.
Not sure where we should proceed, friends.
I don't know either.
Meezius pipes up, I know Grandar the Great's in Sayel, but I'm okay with where any of you want to go.
How long is the journey to this portal?
The portal is just outside. It'll take all of 10 minutes to walk there.
Give us a minute to decide, please.
Certainly. I'll go tell the king that you are getting ready to leave. We'll be waiting. Any gestures out of the door. When you are ready, walk out the door, go to the end of the hallway, and in the courtyard, you will see us gathered.
Okay. Thank you.
He bows and walks out, still in utter shock of the scene that he was walking away from.
So, Sael,
I mean, that sounds like a good plan. We still have our cart, correct?
Yes, but it is outside.
And is it just a cart at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
We might have to. I
since
don't know what we do about that.
we didn't, you don't judge me. I'm gonna look around to see if I find anything shiny.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, I got rid of him for a reason. There was a meaning behind sending him out.
I just facepalm and I'm just like, God damn it.
We
God
were in
damn
a
it.
throne room where the king is an asshole and trying to kick us out into the snow.
Alright. I'm gonna.
You were the conduit to a great evil destroying his throne room.
We will go to Sael. Don't do anything too stupid.
Well, no, I will
do
join you.
that.
I just want a small memento from this throne room. Like, you know.
You go ahead and find what you want to
Do I
find.
happen to see anything shiny that's not like a huge statue?
So you see several shiny candelabras, a few different like small statues. There are a few big like ornate armor pieces. Up by the edge of the throne, you see what seems to be an ornate, almost mechanical looking blade.
I'm gonna go examine that.
Don't steal from the king.
Hey, the whole room exploded. Who knows?
Do it. Don't
He-
do
You get up closer to the blade, and you're able to see that it seems to be one short sword, but there's so many gears and folds and twists that upon further inspection it would probably fold into something else or have another function. But without actually sitting down and examining it. And
Well, I mostly want to examine if there's traps or anything, or if it is just a decorative piece on the wall.
No, everything blue to shit. It's just sitting there on the ground next to the throne.
There's nobody else in here, right?
It is all you.
Alright, let's get swooped into the bag.
God damn it.
Not even a roll to make. Like, it's just gone.
Oh yeah, no. Whoop. And out we go. I'm done.
And
That's it.
out you go.
I don't even know what's in the bag. I just like throwing stuff in it. It's shiny. I like it. Claire, leave me alone.
I didn't say anything, I just facepalmed. The person who was, because he asked for supplies,
Yeah.
I would like to ask him for something.
Well, he went out. I made sure he left the room.
Follow him to the courtyard.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna leave Rome and let him
Alright.
do his thing, and I'm mobbing towards him.
So you follow him to the courtyard. As you walk out, you see a group of people. King Asden, the man in robes you saw him talking to earlier, the man you just talked to, and then Sylph is leaning up against the wall just outside the gate as well, waiting for you guys to join. She's very quiet and still downtrodden. But what would you like to ask the man?
Sir, we will be leaving soon. I have a question. What can go through these portals? We have a cart.
These portals are sadly only for a person and then whatever you have on you.
I see. So no vehicles of sorts, but would another living thing, like, say an animal, be able to go through it?
Yes, an animal would be able to go through it just fine. You did say you had a cart. If you would like, we can give you a credit. You could sell us the cart and the horse, and we'll give you the money for it.
Okay.
Yay,
Okay.
more IOUs.
Mom,
Oh, we can give you that right away. We don't. I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
have
I
the
was
money on
I was going to ask for a horse actually.
that. Oh, ask for a horse.
Yes.
You would like to buy a horse?
Mm,
Or we could just trade you a cart for horse.
that too.
Okay. You have the one horse attached to your cart already, right?
Hmm.
You just want one more?
Yes.
Give me one moment. He turns away and he goes up to King Asden, bows very lowly, and kind of whispers towards him. You're not able to pick up a lot, and you hear the word horse, and he kind of gestures at you guys. A short moment later, he comes back. I have talked to the king. If you guys would like, we could take your horse, and seeing as what you've done for us today, we will give you one of our finest steeds to go with you as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Which direction is this portal? I'm kind of curious to have a look at it before we leave.
So the portal is right through those doors, and in the courtyard, it's like the standard courtyard. You got the center, and then there's kind of four main ways going through it. You just came through one of them, and he gestures over to the one facing more in the north. Just looking at that gate, you can tell that it holds great magic behind it. You can almost feel a radiation of magical energy coming out from behind the door. And he gestures towards that one, says, "It's behind that gate. Once you guys are ready, we will go through it. But we will go grab you that horse right away." And he starts to leave.
Sylph, I know you're down in the dumps, but if you'll come with me, I have a surprise for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, what is it?
Follow me. He said, "Motherfucker." Sir, can you lead us the way?
Certainly. He gestures you forward, and you go off the path, leaving room behind, I'm assuming.
Yep. Nope, you guys are good.
After a little while, you start to see a stable up here in the distance, and you can start to see several horses running around in the fields and a few more inside the barn. And he comes forward, and he points to the several that are inside the stable as of right now. He's like, "These are our finest horses. You may take whichever one you would like."
Thank you, sir. Sylph,
Oh my god.
this is for you.
I run up to all the horses. I'm so excited to see all of them. I start immediately petting every single one of them and start interacting and mingling with them and running with them. I'm so happy right now.
Now, unfortunately, we can only take one, but it will be your horse. You can name it.
This is a very fine gesture, Anduin. I appreciate it.
Well, thank
You
you.
know, I had a horse of my own back at home. His name
Did
was
you?
Bullseye.
I like the name.
It was a great name for a great horse. We bonded so deeply. I was so sad when I had to leave him behind when I left. This
Well-
one kind of looks like him.
There you go. Perhaps an opportunity for a new friendship.
Which,
And
you
I-
need, like this one?
I picked the chestnut-colored one with a white streak down his forehead with three white socks.
That's a wonderful choice. He has served us very well. I will get him ready for you. I will meet you back at the portal shortly. He bows off and he goes to get the horse ready.
Now, Sylph, my idea, but their horse, so be sure to thank the man as well.
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen, fine sir. Thank you so much.
He calls
We will
back
take
up.
great good care of this fine horse.
No worries, you deserve it. As he's getting the horse ready, packing, getting the blankets on and the saddle, picking it up. And he starts to pull it out. Well, are you ready?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Wonderful. He pulls you guys come back into the courtyard, and your whole party is there waiting for you. Meezius, Saphira, and Z seeming somewhat out of it and kind of unsure, having been suffocating in the darkness for the entire time you were fighting Alak'Thir. You all move forward, and as you see the gigantic gates of this magical building up in front of you, you're just kind of overtaken with the awesome power that is just overflowing. And you see these gates open into what is a magical swirling vortex of energy. And as you peer into this void, you can see different flashes of locations and scenery and different pieces of what you can only assume is different parts of the world. Sylph, you recognize a few pieces of tumbleweed scenery that you've passed by really quickly, and you're all able to kind of recognize some pieces of Westhaven as well. You assume that these are flashes of where the portal connects to.
So, what happens if we go through this and the door's locked on the other side?
It should
I mean, yours is behind a gate.
It is, but there should be enough room. When you come into it, even if the door is closed, it's not like you're going to go into nothingness, right?
No, but being trapped in a small room with a gate down and nobody there to let us out is just as bad.
Oh, we have ascending stones, so don't worry. We will let them know you're coming.
I always worry, but thank you.
Of course. We would not, as dangerous as you ought to be here right now as a party, we will not abandon you to die. You've done our country a great service. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll go first, I guess.
We'll be right after you.
As you guys start to approach, you hear a call out from the side. Wait! And you look to see Alex running out towards you guys. Wait!
Alex, honey, what are you doing?
You thought you were just gonna leave without saying goodbye?
Oh my
We
god!
weren't really given too much of a choice.
Oh,
I was gonna tell them to make sure they took care of you.
I
could've
pull her
told them to
in
bring
and I
you
just
to you.
squeeze her.
If they were trying to remove us from the kingdom because we're too dangerous to be around you, why would they let us get near you?
Oh, posh to what they think. You saved me. You brought me here. They should be thankful for that if I ever say so myself.
We'll be sure to visit if we're ever around in town again, sweetheart.
Please do. The wedding is in 6 months. Please come and visit.
If it let us.
I want you there. You did so much to help me. You saved my life countless times. You're the reason I was able to make it here. You're the reason Father was unable to win today.
We'll
Thank
be
you.
there.
You guys are my heroes. You're Westhaven's heroes. And she hugs you all, and then parts, and just kind of waves and sits there to watch you leave. Take care.
Bye. We'll see each other real soon.
I don't know about soon.
Rome walks through.
Yes.
Soon.
Rome takes a step through, and you see him step into the blue light. And for a moment, it almost seems as if nothing happens. And then a quick shift and warp of his body happens, and he disappears.
Whoa.
Don't worry, that's perfectly normal.
Well,
Oh, you
here goes nothing. So long, and I step in.
Anduin steps in, and he is also warped quickly and through the portal. Meezius, Z, and Saphira follow suit, stepping through piece by piece. As of now, it is Sylph by herself with her new horse.
I take a deep breath. Alright. And turn back and I look over at Alex and like, we'll see you soon. And we disappear.
And you appear through the portal. And that is the end of the first arc of Westhaven.
Yay!
Whoa!
Successfully completed the Alex Escort arc.
Crazy! It's been so long.
So,
You and I are gonna have to take like a good section, like an hour or two, to figure out what the fuck I've shoved in my bag over the course of this game.
Dude, seriously, we haven't looked in that thing like...
There's some stuff.
Oh, there's some
I
stuff.
have-
I remember a majority of what I've stole. I just don't know exactly what it does.
You gotta look at the. I've got shiny case. I don't know what they do, but they're shiny and I like it.
Yeah, I have you make shit up on the spot and throw it in my bag. So I do it.
Yeah, you fucking do, bro. Because you're like, oh, I want to look for shiny shit. I'm like, oh, I don't want to give him basic shiny shit. I want to give him cool shiny shit.
Well, because
Like,
it's always in
Mechanical sword.
yeah, it's always in inappropriate spots to look for shiny shit. I make sure of that.
Yeah, if it was like random, I'm walking through a town and I look for shiny shit. It's like, all right, you find a gold piece.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, like
You know,
throne
you
room.
can each chamber with nobody there.
Yep.
You can take whatever the fuck you want.
That's not like I gotta wear it out. Like a hold.
Yeah, near infinite bag space.
I mean, I've got that giant ass ruby, which I'm kind of curious if it stayed the same size when the bag got bigger.
It did.
Oh,
It did. Because the bag was
It
small,
did.
the ruby was normal sized. Because y'all were a magical type.
so you got called out in chat today, and it was amazing.
I saw that.
That was
I saw
funny!
I am so-
didn't-
what?
I
didn't
I sent the
notice it.
message for you to look at chat when you went and touched the orb and we're all tingling. I heard you put, oh shit, Panda finally bringing her to orgasm.
Oh my god! Really? I was trying so hard to get into like that.
That's the only way I can do it is through fantasy.
Oh, and then he put now restraints. Damn, now I know this is 18 plus.
That it's funny because you told me to look at the comments, so I scrolled up until like it was like the 18 plus comment, and I was like, okay,
I don't see it.
He
Yeah,
did go
I was
just
like-
a little bit farther up.
thanks.
I almost thought about pinning it.
That's freaking
It
hilarious.
was good.
I even got the audience now making jokes about Panda and his sex.
For real.
It's pretty intense. I'm okay. I mean, if it gets
I'm
people
okay.
to know me, if it gets people to know who I am, I'm fine with it.
There you go.
There's no such thing as bad press.
This is the most classic saying of someone who is not okay. I'm okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm okay, sir.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, thank you, chat, for hanging out for this whole journey. This has been kind of
Yes.
crazy. The
I
part one.
apologize to any ears I might have made.
Oh, dude, that
bleed.
scream was fucking intense.
Oh, but I
I'm
liked
sorry.
it.
Oh no, I loved it. It was
Yeah.
just
I'm
fucking
so sorry.
loud.
I was like, can I get my fucking hand off? I'm like, what's the next best thing? What's the next best thing? And I straight up trying to think of any other option rather than to scream at the top of my lungs. I was really trying, but I was like, yep,
It's happening.
this is real life.
There you go.
That was good. And in the tears afterwards, like props to that shit. Tonight was fantastic.
Thank you. Those were real tears.
Real tears.
Real tears.
I'm kind of bummed we're missing Z and Meezius and Thafira, but
I know.
Yeah.
We're missing literally half of our
Things-
gang.
It's
We
okay,
didn't
we
get to
guys
see.
survived.
We handled it anyway. Yeah, we're
We did. That, honestly though, that like was a beautiful kind of like merge in to like a little adventure. Who
Yeah,
knows?
man.
Maybe once we get like a lot more of our like shit up and atoms and we get Patreons and stuff, one of our little snippets of like deleted scenes, bonus
One-offs.
scenes, extra scenes was what happened
To
to
Zafira,
Saphira,
Mhm.
Meezius, Z, all
think
them
that'd be a
while we were
thing.
fighting shit. And what happens like when I go have my alone time? There's like two potentials
Oh,
in
we
this
got
fucking
so
thing.
many-
oh, there's so many.
So many
Anduin.
things. And oh my gosh, so many of Anduin, so many
What?
of like
We're
little,
talking
like,
about
moments
like
in
behind the
like,
scenes takes.
Yeah. like-
episodes type things for like Patreon
moments
members
off
and
camera,
stuff.
so to speak.
Yeah.
All right, fucking awesome. Thank you, friends who stopped by.
Thank you.
Anyone who saw anything, anyone who shared, liked, or did anything, commented, watched it, or enjoyed any moment of this. You guys are the
Mhm.
shit.
Podcast.
Means a whole lot. Podcast releases on Thursday and Saturday. Westhaven will be out on Thursday this week, and then following that will be actually I don't think.
I don't know if we'll have a Pyrophone on. We haven't done Pyrophone in like 2 weeks.
I have spoken to Maddie, and she says that Kalen is trying to brew up a time to do Pyrofall at some point this week. He doesn't
Cool.
want to like cancel it till next week. He wants to like legit just like postpone it for later on this week.
People at the
Okay.
time people seem available. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll do that Tuesday or Thursday. We do have Winter Wednesdays with DM TriStar. That is 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Includes our own Diggy on chat and RJ, who's hiding in here somewhere.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, I think he's trying to remind me about Witcher 2. Like I would
Yeah.
forget.
Oh yeah.
Like he would forget.
Right.
And then, I don't know, we've kind of slowed down on doing the Thursday streams for Forest.
Yeah.
I don't know
They'll
what
pick
days
up
we should.
soon enough.
We definitely need to get a new schedule out of what days we're doing what, because I know everyone's started working, so our schedule changed a bit.
The work coming back from work kind of messed everything up schedule-wise, and we have to reassess like how to get things working again.
But
I
I
will
will.
stopping by and sticking through that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll definitely try to get with everyone this week, so you can at least get a schedule out to have functioning by the end of this week.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So cool.
Oh yeah.
Thank you again, lovely people, for joining us.
Straight
we are
up.
going to head out. We love you. We thank you so much for your support, and you make doing this so much more fun.
So much fun.
Like infinity times more.
The comments literally make my night. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love that even our fans are just ripping on me now.
I take the full blame for that.
You.
But have a good night.
Not
Later,
bad.
guys.